Um, Good morning, everyone. I hope we are all doing well. Today is Monday, the 20th day of April 2020. My name is Nana Samoa, and I'm live on my Facebook page, official Facebook page, Nana Samoa. You can like my page, like my posts, put your comments out there, and I share my opinions. You can also share opinions under my comments. This is Matters Arising. I come live and I discuss issues, pertinent issues that is going on in our country. Today, I will say a very happy birthday to anyone celebrating his or her birthday. Today, Monday, 20th April, and then the one topic per and apart one topic per na yebebo bosso. I mean, very pertinent issue going on in our country. I mean, the lifting of the partial lockdown that lasted for 3 weeks. Yesterday, the President of the Republic, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, in his address, his 7th address concerning in relation to the coronavirus pandemic, lifted the ban on or restrictions of movement of persons. I mean, he lifted the lockdown. So today I'm coming to discuss this issue, my opinion on the lifting of the lockdown. Yes, we were under lockdown for 3 weeks. 3 weeks, and a lot of people were complaining that they have been restricted, the economic implications, people were hungry and other stuffs, complaining all over social media. People were complaining their businesses were dying, were collapsing, a whole lot of complaints. People even were saying that the virus will not kill people, but at the end of the day, hunger is rather going to kill people. Government was trying to share food to the vulnerable. A whole lot of complaints that we had concerning this whole lockdown issue. Now the president, in his own wisdom, have consulted his advisors, his medical advisors, and all advisors around him, and they deemed fit that the stage that we have gotten in the fighting of the COVID-19, he deems fit that he needs to lift the lockdown so that people can go about their businesses. And now we are complaining. Ghanaians are complaining that they are not safe. You see, it's very difficult when to be under lockdown. And it was the right thing that our president did by locking down the two major cities in our country, Accra and Kumasi, and its environs, to curb the spread of the coronavirus. And we complained so much. Now the president have lifted the ban, and we are complaining that it is not safe out there. So what are we trying to tell the president? What are we trying to, are we trying to be so difficult to govern as a people, as a nation? And mind you, we had a certain number, we recorded a certain number of cases before the president announced a lockdown. And he announcing a lockdown was not to prove that, or was not to reduce the numbers. But a lockdown was necessary for it to be easy for the team to do the contact tracing. So, as the president rightly said, the virus was not here, but it was imported. People who entered our country before the borders were closed brought the virus. So, these people had certain contacts with people. So, it was necessary for us to lock down, to trace those people. And we have effectively done that. Do you think we locked down for the numbers to reduce? No. We locked down so we can trace contact. So definitely the numbers were supposed to increase. And the numbers have increased to 1,042. 1,042. And if you, even as the president rightly said, If you check the global statistics, if you check the global dashboard, you realize that Ghana have tested more than any other country in Africa. Ghana has tested more than any country in Africa. The statistics clearly shows that Ghana have tested over 68,000 people with 1,042 positives and the rest being negative, with 99 people fully recovered, and unfortunately we having 9 people losing their lives. May their souls rest in peace. But then, why are Ghanaians now saying it's not safe out there? You were the same person crying a few weeks ago, a few days ago, that you are hungry, we need food, we are going to die of hunger. Now the president says that we should go out. He has lifted the lockdown. You are the same person here complaining. You see, there's one significant thing that the president said that I want all of us to remember it and pay attention to it. The president spoke about discipline. The president spoke about discipline. Now we've been left to be the saviors of ourselves. We must be disciplined. If you are not disciplined, you must learn how to be disciplined this time around. You know, our faith has been left in our hands. Because I say, Obesha into the end shed them. Yes, say that be you shed them or come back the end into no man and so as at now, our faith has been left in our hands. We should do it. We should go about our businesses and whatever we are doing, but we should be disciplined. Wash our hands. Use sanitizers. Avoid touching our eyes, our nose, and our mouth with unclean hands. You understand? Sanitize your remote controllers, your phones, your earpiece, anything that you handle. Don't try to pass on phones to people. The president says that we should be disciplined. Now that he has lifted the lockdown, the only thing that can save you and I is discipline, maintaining social distancing. You understand? We were complaining that there's a lockdown and we are hungry. Now he has lifted the lockdown. We can go and make money and come and eat. But mind you in the quest of making money, you must adhere to the precautionary measures. You must wash your hands regularly. You must sanitize your hands regularly. That is what the president is saying. It is not as if the president doesn't care about us and he says we should go out there, there's a pandemic and we should go out there. You and I called for it. You and I called for it because we were under lockdown and you were crying that you are hungry. Now he says we should go and work and get food to eat. So don't complain at all. Don't try to be hallelujah, Hosanna, 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 and turn around to be crucify him, crucify him, crucify him. That will not help you and I. That will not help you and I. You understand? As I said earlier on, statistics shows that Ghana has tested over 68,000 people, and we have about 80,000 backlog to be tested. I mean, it's already, the samples are already at the Noguchi Center, and as time goes on, it will be released. So that if you watch the number of people that has been tested and the number of positives that we have, and the number of recovery cases we are having, and the deaths that we are having, per these figures, we are doing well as a country. And if we remain disciplined, the numbers will not rise. I'm telling you, if we remain disciplined, the numbers are not going to rise. Because if you test 68,000 people and you have a little over 1,000 people testing positive, and the transmission rate is is a little over 1%, meaning that the from person to person, people infesting people with the virus from person to person is little over 1%, meaning that we mimi nibi media mobi and obi so nibi mobis, that kind of spread is a little of, if it's 2%, then we would have been sitting on a time bomb. But as it stands now, we are doing fine. We are really doing fine. As per the statistics, we are really doing fine. So I think the decision for the president to lift the lockdown is wise. The decision the president and his advisors took to lift the lockdown is wise. Now, the responsibility is on you and I. The responsibility is on you and I to be very disciplined and make sure that we adhere to the precautionary measures. We wash our hands regularly. We use the sanitizers and maintain social distancing. You know, the social distancing is a very important precaution that we need to adhere to. Seriously, the social distancing, because if we distance ourselves, per the scientific advice, the virus is heavy and cannot travel within a certain meter. So, if for instance, I have the virus and I'm talking to you, and some saliva comes out from my mouth, because the virus is not heavy enough to travel within certain meters, it will fall down, and when it falls down, after between 8 to 10 hours, the virus dies off. So we are safe if we practice the social distancing, put on the nose mask. You understand? So we should understand that is where life has brought us. We can't walk around normal. We need to put on our nose mask. Put on your nose mask. Now people are sewing it with our local fabrics, so you can get some, not one, you can buy at least 5. So use one in a day. So you use one on Monday, you wash it. Another one on Tuesday, you wash it. So before you use all the 5 for the 5 working days. Next Monday, the one you used this Monday is now new. You washed it and it's dried and it has been there for over days. So you can rely on it that it's virus free, and you can use it. So please, let's adhere to the precautionary measures and stop the complaining that it is not safe out there. The president wants us to die. The president doesn't care about us. You are the same person crying foul that you want to come out and work. The president, being a listening president, says that we should come out, and you are still complaining. No. And mind you, this 1,042 people that we have recorded are not in the society or in their homes. They are under quarantine. These 1,042 people are under quarantine, so they are not living amongst us. So don't spread panic that those people are going to infest us. Please don't spread fake news and spread panic among people. They are under quarantine, and even if they are being managed in their homes, they are managed in isolation in their homes, and they are being monitored by health workers, experts. So please, let's calm ourselves. Let's not try to sing Hosanna, Hosanna, and later sing Crucify Him, Crucify Him, because you and I know what we were going through under this lockdown. You and I know what we were going through under this lockdown. So please, let's try to stay safe and adhere to the precautionary measures. Let us all get our face mask. Let us all get our face mask and make sure we wash our hands regularly, use the sanitizers regularly. Please, the sanitizers, as the president rightly said, and we can all witness, there are local companies who have produced a lot of these sanitizers on the market. Please, let us go and get some and use them. put on our nose mask, use our sanitizers, and if possible, if you can get the disposable gloves, please get some and use them, please, so that we can all stay safe in this crucial times. We can't afford to dance with the power bearers from Pram Pram. Charlie, those people there. On a more serious note, me, I'm afraid of those people. Charlie, when I see their videos, I don't watch them. I don't watch them. We don't want to dance with those people. So let's try to stay safe and practice the social distancing. The president, was emphatic about social distancing. It is really, really, really important. If we adhere to those precautions, practice social distancing, we are there. We are safe. We are safe. Let's not be afraid. Let's forget about what Melinda Gates is saying, that he foresees millions of dead bodies on the streets of Africa. Tofiakwa. I say what? Tofiakwa. It will not happen. It will not what? It will not happen. Yes, it will not happen. We will go on with our jobs, we will go on with our businesses and adhere to the precautionary measures, and we are safe. Please. And there's one other thing I want to talk about concerning this lockdown. If people are saying that when we had 100 cases thereabout, we had a lockdown. Now that we are having over 1,000 cases, we are lifting the lockdown. Please, the logic in this is that when you have a small number, let's say you have five people testing positive for the virus, it means that those 5 people have infested a number of people, and they are in there, like they are out there in the society. So you must start testing people. So the more you test people, the more the numbers will go up, because these 5 people might have had contact with certain people. So you are testing to get those people. So when you test and you get those people, now the more you test, you get the people that have had contact with these 5 people and have tested positive. So you get them. So the more you test, to get to a certain point, you realize that the positives are reducing. When the positives are reducing in your tests, it doesn't mean that the number of positive cases will reduce. That is the logic, because these 5 people might have had contact with, let's say, 10 people each, and those 10 people each might have had contact with 10 people each. So it means you have a number of people who have the virus out there. So then you start chasing. So the lockdown was implemented to chase these people so that we get them. And now we've been able to get 1,042 out of 68,000 people, and we have backlogs there that are yet to be published. Yet to be published, because they have already gone. They've taken the samples to Noguchi. So when they are done, they will publish the results. So they are yet to publish the results. So this means that we have gone ahead of the virus. So if we continue to stay under lockdown, it's not wise. That is why the experts have advised the president to lift the lockdown. Because in as much as we are saving lives, the lockdown also has economical implications. Businesses are dying, people are losing their jobs, and it also has certain psychological effects on the minds of people, especially when you live in a single room and you have to be in your room, that 4-square room, for some time. It has certain psychological effects. So looking at all these angles, the ban or restrictions has been lifted. So the partial lockdown has been officially lifted by the president. So Anyemi, my friend, my brother, my sister, it is not that the president have lifted the lockdown so you can just do anything that you want go about and party. Mind you, the ban on social gatherings have not been lifted. It hasn't been lifted. So please, don't go about organizing parties, big funerals. It's still 25. Don't go about going to sit in at places, crowded places. At least let's adhere to these measures and save our lives and save the lives of our friends. Yes. So matters arising for this morning is the lifting of the ban. President lifting the lockdown, and we having opportunity to move about, go anywhere we like, go back to our businesses. But yet still, the president says we should be disciplined. You see, this is the time that our level of we being responsible is going to be tested. How disciplined we can be is going to be tested, because your life is in your hands, your destiny is in your hands, your fate is in your hands. How are you going to manage your destiny? Because now the ban has been lifted. You can go anywhere you like, but on your way to where you are going, how are you going to take care of yourself? How are you going to manage yourself? How are you going to make sure that you are not going to contrast the virus? This is really a test for you and I. Can we be disciplined? Can we be responsible? And we must be responsible too. Because if you lose guard and you get the virus and you come and give it to me, I also go and give it to some. Maybe I'll be having a good immune system, so the symptoms will not show. But maybe I can go and also give it to someone. The person sees me healthy and maybe loses guard, then I give it I give it to the person. So please, my brothers and sisters, let's stay safe. Let's adhere to the precautionary measures by washing our hands, using sanitizers, using tissues to cover our mouth when we cough, or using our elbows to cover our mouth when we cough, and also washing our hands frequently, putting on our nose mask, and most importantly, practicing social distancing. Practicing social distancing. Practicing social distancing. It is really important. The social distancing is really important, and we must really take it serious. We must really take it serious. We must really take it serious. Thank you very much for making time with me live on my page. The program is Matters Arising. I come your way. It's spontaneous. I can just announce on my page that I'll be coming in the next 30 minutes and I'll come. But myself and my team are trying to fix a time, maybe 8:30 in the morning, Monday, Friday, 8 in the morning, and maybe we'll see if we can come your way in the evening as well. Your comments are welcome. You can put your comments and your suggestions in the comment box, and we'll read them. We all want the best for our country. We all want the best for our country. So these are some of the things that we can also contribute. You don't know who is watching. You don't know who is reading your comments. Maybe the comments that you give here will go a long way to inform the decisions that our leaders are going to make, and it's going to affect you and I. So please, anytime I come live, it's my opinions that I share. It's my opinions. In fact, I can't impose it on anyone. It's my opinion. So please, as I said earlier on, let's adhere to the precautionary measures and stay safe. My name is Nana Asamoah. This is my official Facebook page. You can like and follow me. You can also get on Twitter and you can look for Kobi Asamoah and follow me there. You can go on Instagram and you can look for Kobi Asamoah and follow me. Thank you very much, and catch you later, sooner, on Matters Arising. Have a nice day, have a productive day, have a fantastic week, and stay safe. I love you, and I love everyone. Bye bye.